Hearing that call definitely, man, brought back memories. If somebody you love or care about is struggling with their vision, do you think you would know? What's up, everybody? My name is Corey, and I've been dealing with extreme vision loss my entire life on top of being monocular. Shout out to the Tunnel Vision Tribe. Shout out to the Monocular Mafia, baby. But when I was a kid, nah, I just thought I was tired or maybe my glasses were foggy. Because they're always foggy. Turns out I was experiencing the first symptoms of an extremely rare eye condition that I inherited called choroideremia. Today, I'm breaking down how my family and me discovered I had a problem and how you can spot the signs early for somebody in your life. Let's talk about it. Hey, but before we get into it, I have two favors to ask, all right? Number one is I need help naming that chicken that's interrupting all my videos. Can y'all help me, please? All right, check it out. We got three options. Number one is Stew. Number two is Baker. Number three is Jerk, because that's my favorite type of chicken right there. Please put your vote in the comments wherever you will see in this video. I appreciate y'all. We definitely need to name that damn chicken. The second thing is, I threw some links in the description of some things that I thought were helpful and some things that have helped me. So if you're looking to make your life a little more comfortable, definitely check it out. But if you're looking to gift somebody who has low vision or blindness, hopefully those help. So let's get into the moment where everything changed for me. Hola, how are you? Welcome to Legally Blind No Limits. Aunt Jackie, my favorite auntie in the whole world.
Well, do you really want to say that?
Yep.
I love being here with you. I'm excited to help you do this so that you can move forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're officially the first guest that I've had. I wanted to tell the story of how we first found out something was wrong.
I remember that it was our first camping trip with a bunch of families that we knew from school. I believe you were about 6 years old.
We were 6. Oh, wow. I was thinking 8.
Yes. For some reason, I want to say 6. I'm pretty sure it was at a camping trip to Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember exactly how many families, but at least 7 or 8, because there were like a bunch of kids and you were all having a great time and running around and doing a bunch of stuff, and then nighttime came.
Got it.
So that evening, all of the kids started to wanted to play a game. I forget what it was, but it was some kind of running around in the woods game.
It was definitely like hide and seek or tag or something.
Something
right?
Like that, but there was a name for it, and I don't remember what the name of the game was, but it was like tag or hide. So at one point, Blake led you over to me, and you said to me that you can't see anything out there. I'm like, what are you talking about? You can't see? And you said you just can't see anything. I said, okay, so then stay here with us, and and then you spent the rest of the evening next to us by the campfire. I'm pretty sure Blake stayed with you.
Fair.
Because I'm not sure that he was seeing as well either.
Got it.
But you both kind of hung out and were just playing there. So after we got home from the camping trip, I called your mom and your dad, and I let them know what the situation was. And that's when your mom took you to the eye doctor. Your parents took you to the eye doctor, and we thought that you had what Dad had, which was retinitis pigmentosa. And when we found that out, it was like, holy crap. And I don't remember how long after that you lost sight in that eye. I think you were about 11.
See, that's what I'm trying to figure out too, because in my head the order of events was I thought I knew I had glasses in first grade, and
Right.
while I don't remember if I was cleaning my glasses or just rubbing my eyes a lot before I got Blade to help me on the camping trips. I remember being out there and I'm hearing all the kids running around and I'm like, I don't remember if I was just rubbing my eyes a lot. Like, okay, maybe I'm tired, you know? So I was like, I remember just being stuck, but I think it was, I want to say I was, again, I don't know why I'm so stuck on 8, but I don't know. I think it was like 8 or 9 when I lost my left eye.
Oh, when you lost it, I thought you were more like 11, but
Oh, okay.
but that night I wasn't even thinking anything, you know, like was really serious. I
Yeah.
just thought that, you know, it was dark out there, and you guys just couldn't see because
Fair.
it was really dark out there.
Fair. That makes sense.
So it was, yeah. So it was, you know, kind of a shock that, you know, wow, these little kids have this eye issue, because I didn't put 2 and 2 together at that point. Wasn't it after that that you guys were diagnosed with the choroideremia instead of the retinitis pigmentosa?
Yeah, because at first they thought it was retinitis pigmentosa, and then later on it changed.
They started doing that whole field of vision tests with you guys. Yeah, so that's how we found out that there was something wrong with both of you guys, your eyes.
There it is. That's this might be a crazy question, but was there anything that was there anything humorous about that night? Was there anything that was funny?
With you and Blade, it was kind of like, you know, Blade helping you was like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, that's fair.
So now that we're thinking back on it, it was like, wow. I mean, you know, it's sad to think that as kids you guys were going through this and we didn't realize how serious it was, but it was also very innocent too. You know, we just didn't think that this was happening. You know, it was just a simple. They just can't see because it's dark out there.
Yeah.
Now thinking back on it, I was like, holy crap! I didn't realize that it would get to this point.
It's one of those things where I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to prepare myself just to be full of gratitude, because how many people, you know, haven't had 30 plus years of, you know, seeing things, even if it wasn't perfect, but I'm just trying to be grateful for it.
Right, but yours is kind of even worse because of the loss of your left eye.
Yeah.
Sight.
Yeah.
So I'm just praying. I'm really praying hard.
Well, you're the best.
No, you are.
Well, thanks so much, Auntie. Thanks for the story. During that call, definitely, man, brought back memories. I remember feeling like, wow, like I'm frozen. Like everybody else around me was running, having a blast, laughing, and obviously seeing. But I just was stuck there. I couldn't move. I knew something was wrong. I remember just rubbing my eyes a ton, thinking, okay, I'm tired. I just gotta wake up. But yeah. When trying to recognize signs in people struggling with their vision, you gotta remember, a lot of people don't even know they're struggling, whether it's kids or people in general. A lot of times, you just don't know any better. You're used to what you're used to. Here are some things to watch out for. Number 1 is tripping or walking into things. This is something I've always been guilty of, especially glass windows and doors. Oh my gosh. Number 2 is struggling in dim light or at night. Guilty! Number 3 is holding on to people or objects when walking in an unfamiliar place. So I definitely was doing this as a teen, but I also really loved like being in groups, and I really think it's because I knew I would have multiple people to kind of guide me where I needed to go. Number 4 is missing things that they should be seeing or finding easily. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me. Oh, but if the person you're thinking about suddenly starts walking like they're playing The Floor is Lava, or maybe they stop right in their tracks like they're doing a freeze dance, I've been there, and trust me, you should probably get that checked out too. If you're supporting somebody with vision loss, or maybe you're going through it yourself, check out these videos for some more guidance, tips, and hopefully a few more laughs. This is Legally Blind No Limits. Peace, y'all.